Okay. Guys. So what we discussed in the last class, guys, what we discussed in the last class, guys are able to hear?
Yeah,
Yeah. What we
configuration and
sorry.
Ansible, Ansible,
Mm,
how
Ansible.
differences between Chef and Puppet Ansible.
Mm. One second. Yeah, we discussed about the chef, puppet, and Ansible, right? Did you guys watch the recording? So I gave a task to you guys, right? You guys did the task one. You guys have completed the task. Hello, Vinay, Chaitu, Funny, Lavanya. చేశారా ఇది పాస్వర్డ్ authentication? గైస్ స్పీక్ అవుట్ గైస్. మాట్లాడండి guys. చేశారా? వినయ్ చేసావా?
ఈ ట్రై చేశాను అది,
ఉమ్,
బట్ సమ్ అదర్స్ వచ్చే మళ్ళీ ఇంకా నాకు కొంచెం వేరే ఇంట్లో అటు ఇటుగా ఉంది. ఆ, ఈ పిల్లలతో నాకు అవ్వట్లేదు, కొంచెం సపరేట్గా కూర్చొని చేసుకోవాలి ఇక.
ఎక్కడ వచ్చింది?
అంటే అది కనెక్షన్ ఎర్రర్స్ అవి అక్కడ వెళ్ళాయి నాకు.
So passwordless authentication is an authentication method that allows you user to gain the access to an application or IT system without entering a password or answering the security questions. Instead, the user provides some other form of evidence such as a fingerprint, proximity badge, or a hardware token. Right. So SSH passwordless login is an SSH authentication method that employs are a pair of a public and private keys for a asymmetric encryption. The public key resides on the server and the only a client that presents on the private key can connect. Guys understood?
Yes, sir.
SSH passwordless login as an SSH authentication method that implies that employs a pair of public and private keys for a asymmetric encryption. The public key resides on the server and only the client that presents on the private key can connect. So private key can connect. How to set up the passwordless SSH? You will get it right. How to set up the SSH passwordless login? So SSH is one of the best ways to handle as tasks such as automated backup, files, file synchronization, and remote server access and management. SSH passwordless login is an SSH authentication method that applies a pair of public and private keys for the asymmetric encryption. The public key resides on the server and the only client that presents on a private key can connect. This is just a simple, right? So how to generate a key pair? SSH key is an -T RSA. So you can use the -T RSA button. So here you need to save the files, enter the password. You'll get ID underscore RSA, ID underscore RSA dot pub keys. ID underscore pub keys. So this is very simple to create it. So I have only one Oracle virtual machine, right? So instances, Ansible server, Amazon Linux 2, T2 micro. Here you see the select the key pair, right? So what is the key pair we are using? CentOS 9 p.m. CentOS 9 p.m. Now, how many instances you need? You need two instances. Launch instance. You guys can launch through Terraform only. Don't use manually. So one is client machine, the other one is Ansible server. Which it's running, right? I'm connecting to the servers. So any one of the server, Ansible, connect. ECT is a connect. Yeah. So you want to go to sudo so VA. I already gave you last time task keys. So we are connecting. So we are connecting the server through password, right? I don't want to use the password. I want to connect the server. I want to connect the server through the through public key and private key. How you can do it on your local virtual machine? I already discussed. So you guys are done with that or not? I don't know. 192.168.56.103. Putty, I can use it the putty. 192.168.56.103. Open. Row. Change settings. Edit. Change. 18. Okay. Okay. Yeah, guys. So I logged in as a root user, I logged in as a root user with password. I don't want to. So we are logging as a root user, but in AWS, you are logging as a which user, guys? Guys, in AWS, so any instance, you are logging as a which user? Guys, speak out. You logged in as a which user?
Root
Root,
user.
sir.
Very good. You logged in as a which
Root
user?
EC2.
EC2 user.
user.
Very good, guys. Very, very good. So well done. You are so you are practicing a well done practice, guys. You're superb, guys. Yeah. So I logged in as a root user with password. So in an AWS, I logged in as a EC2 user, and the password is password is public key, right? Something like I will check the public IP. This is the public IP. This is the public IP. So I took another putty, new session, copy, and go to the SSH authentication credentials, browse private key, CentOS 9 PM batch, then insert. We logged in as a EC2 iPhone user. So root user is blocked for the guys. The root user is blocked on this machine. So that's why we are connecting only through EC2 user. Only through EC2 user. Guys, practice, guys. Practice, guys. So while you are connecting this server, for example, you see, guys, username. Enter the username defined by an in IAM, AMI used to launch the instances. You don't define the custom username. Use the default username is EC2 user. What is the username, guys? Default username? Default
EC2.
username is EC2 user in AWS. So EC2 user is the default one. Yeah. So so in root user, we can log in as a local host because of root user is not blocked on this our our virtual machine, our local virtual machine. But in the AWS, it is blocked. It is blocked. So where we can see it if the user is blocked or not, we can check it in the configuration file. So what is that, guys? VI slash etc. So sshd ssh sshd underscore config, guys. This is the path. Let me check. Let me open in the here also sudo. So I'm switching to su means switch user. I'm switching to root user. Now I'm in root user. VA slash etc ssh sshd underscore config. Yeah, guys. So here let's check. You see, guys, authentication, authentication. So, so here a login grace time 2 minutes. So permit root login as straight modes, max authentication right 6, max session 6. So here public key authentication, yes, sir. So here, so permit root login, yes, sir. So here public key authentication. So this is in the comment mode, guys. So if comment is not is nothing but So we are unable to access. So it is in comment mode. So authentication. So password authentication, yes, this is enabled. So that's the reason in our in our local machine we are able to access through the root user. Password authentication. So any user, if you disable the password authentication, we cannot connect to the password, guys. We cannot connect to the password. Yeah. So we need to remove the public key authentication and we can set the public key or private key authentication, guys. So we can set to private key authentication. So this is the SSH configuration file, guys. So what is that? Password authentication is enabled, but the public key authentication is, so here see. So password authentication is equal to yes. So public key authentication equal to no here. So comment means so disable. It's a disabled. So permit root login equal to S. This is the disabled. You can able to login it. So if you use the permit root login, no, you cannot log into the root user. You can log in through only the default user, which is defined by the user. Something like so I defined by the Harry is the default user. So we cannot log into the root user. The same way EC2 user. So the same way the AWS provides a default user and disabled the root login. Let's check it, guys. Yeah. So the keys are you can able to keys are authorized keys only dot ssh authorized dot keys. So this is the enabled one. This is enabled and you see, guys, password authentication no. So if password authentication equal to no, you cannot log into the server through password. You can log in through only the authorized key files. So it is here. So it says authorized keys files. Guys, understood? Guys, understood? So authorization. So here password authentication equal to no, but here password authentication equal to yes. What is that, guys? So password authentication equal to yes, sir. So that's the reason we are able to connect the servers through password. So if you disable this and if you enable this public key authentication only, you can use the public key authentication for the connecting the server. So you guys can only connect with the public key authentication. Public key authentication. Yes, understood? Here, you can connect authorized key file, either a public key or a password. If you disable any one, so it can only access, only if disable the password, it only can access the authorized key files. So it only access the authorized key files. Guys, understood? Guys, understood or
Yes, sir.
no? Guys, understood?
Yes, sir.
So you guys can speak out, guys. Yeah. So that is the reason we are able to access the root, guys. So for root user, so for the root purpose, so permit root login equal to yes. If you disable the permit root login, if you disable it, no. So you cannot connect to the root user directly. You cannot connect to the root user directly. Okay. So why we are not able to connect to the root user? Why we are not able to connect to the root user, root user in the AWS. This is the reason. So this is the region. What is the configuration file, guys? The server is SSH server. So SSH is used for to connecting the servers, so secure shell. So what is the configuration? What is the configuration file? /etc sshd underscore config. So this is the configuration file, guys. This is the configuration file. Guys, understood, right? Yeah. Now, now I want to disable public key authentication equal to yes. I want to connect through password also. I want to connect through password also. Password authentication, yes, sir. And the permit root login also. Permit root login equal to yes. Yeah. I said as a so I said the permit root login and the so after that system ctl restart sshd yeah sshd I want to connect to the other server also my other AWS server also. So what is this? This is the client machine. I want to connect with the client machine. Administration, SSH, auth, credentials, browse private key, CentOS 9 private key, open, accept. What is the user? EC2 hyphen user. The default user is EC2 hyphen user. We already provided the authentication, right? So no need to provide the password. So change settings, appearance, change 18. Okay. Okay. So this is also, so you can go to the server /etc sshd 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 underscore config. ssh it's not here. Yes. T/etc ssh yes cat yes yes. You need to switch to the root user. A/etc ssh sshd underscore config. So here permit root login equal to permit root login equal to yes. Then public key authentication password authentication. Password authentication equal to no. Then you need to set as a so password authentication equal to yes. WQ system CTL is not SSHD is the server. So this is the service SSHD service. If you want to change anything on the configuration file, you must and should you need to restart the service. So restart the service. Okay. So now I am connecting to from Ansible server to client, right? How I can connect? You want to connect from the Ansible server to client server. So what is the how I can get the authentication? Let's check. Mm, you need to set the password, right? Or else SSH hyphen keygen. What is the command, guys? If you want to set the public and private key, so what are the commands? SSH hyphen keygen, so that it will generate the keys. Yeah. So cd dot ssh. Yeah, you see. So ID underscore RSA, ID underscore RSA dot pub key is created. So pub key is created. So whatever the key, private key, ID underscore RSA dot private ID. So ID underscore RSA dot pub key. So whatever the key is there, right? You need to copy it in so the server, the client server. So this is the server, right? SSH hyphen keygen, SSH hyphen keygen. Yeah, just enter cd dot SSH. The file is created under the dot SSH. The directory is created. Yes. You see, guys, ID underscore RSA, ID underscore RSA dot pub. So what is that authorized key? So you need to keep the public key in the authorized keys. You need to paste the public key in the authorized. So you see, guys, you see, you see, guys. So this is the EC2 user. So this is the EC2 user, EC2 user pub key, EC2 user pub key. I want to paste the which user public key, root user public key. I want to paste the root user public key. Yeah, pasted the root user public key, root user public key in the client server, right? And I saved this file, saved the file. Now I am trying to connect the from 244 is the Ansible server. Now I am trying to connect this machine through private IP address. Through private IP address. So this is 244, right? Root at the rate hostname, root at the rate hostname, SSH hyphen P, port number 22, root at the rate. Root at the rate 172.31.21.26.120. Yes. You see, guys. So from 244 to I logged into 120. From 244 to I logged into 120. As understood? From 244 to I logged into 120 without password. Now we set the passwordless authentication between Ansible server and the client server. So this is the agentless, right? We need to set up the passwordless authentication between the two servers. Yes, passwordless authentication between the two servers. Yeah. Then how to install the Ansible? How to install the Ansible on the Ansible server? So 244 is the Ansible server. How to install the Ansible? Install Ansible. Install Ansible hyphen y. Hyphen y means without asking the password. No packages, extra suggestions. So loaded plugins, extra suggestions, long packages, priorities, update. Okay, okay. How to install Ansible, Ansible in Amazon. How to install the Ansible in the Amazon Linux too. It is this this right? Yeah. So the command is Amazon Linux extras install Amazon Ansible 2 hyphen y. So Ansible 2 hyphen y. Let's check. Amazon Linux extras. So instead of M, they created Amazon Linux extras. Ansible 2.9.23. So Python is installed. Python is defaultly installed while installing the Ansible, guys. Okay. Ansible hyphen version. So what is the version? Hyphen version. Yeah. So 2.9.23 is installed. Ansible 2.9.3 is installed. Okay. So we set the passwordless authentication. So created two two instances. Created two instances in AWS. In AWS, this is the step one, right, guys? Then the second one. So in the SSH configuration, in the SSHD configuration file, vi slash etc slash ssh slash sshd underscore config. In this, in this, in this, uh, enable the password less authentication. Password authentication equal to yes. And the fourth point is enable the permit to login. Yes. Enable the password authentication. Yes. So this is the steps. Then the fifth step is uh, run the run or execute execute the ssh hyphen command on the both the servers. Command on both the servers. So command on both the servers. So it will create the id underscore RSA. So this is a private key. This is a private key file and id underscore RSA dot pub. This is a public key. So it generated both the private key and public keys. So on the both the servers, right? The sixth command, the sixth command in the Ansible server, in the Ansible server slash plus Ansible server need to copy the ID underscore RSA dot public key and the location is dot ssh the cd dot ssh cd dot ssh then yes then cat id underscore rsa dot public. Copy the key copy the key and step 7 log into the client log into the client mission log into the client mission and switch switch to the log into the Ansible mission, log into the client mission, switch to the root user. Here also we use so created instance so passwordless authentication. It's on and login login as a EC2 login as a EC2 user and switch to root user by using the sudo prefix. So once you've done this, you need to configure all the things. So log into the client mission, switch to the root user, and switch to the root user and paste the ID underscore paste the ID underscore RSA dot copy key into authorize authorized underscore is file. So paste the authorized underscore file. Then verify verify if the passwordless authentication passwordless authentication is working or not. You can confirm if the passwordless authentication is working or not by using the below command. By using the below command. So what is the command, guys? SSH hyphen p is nothing but a port. What is the port number? 22 root at the rate IP private IP address. Private IP address. What is the private IP address, guys? private IP address. So once you verified it, so then install the Ansible on the Ansible server mission by using the below command. By using the below command. So what is the command, guys? So Linux Amazon extras. Oh, then you can verify the version of the Ansible. I think we can version. We can verify the Ansible version. Ansible version. We can verify the Ansible version. Okay. Yeah. Now you got it. So you're able to create the passwordless authentication and set the root permit root login. Then create the public keys, paste the public keys, verify the authentication. Then, then install the Ansible. So install the Ansible. So now set for the everything. So we need to create a playbook and run it on the target server. So we need to create the playbook and run it on the Ansible server. Create a playbook for the installing the Apache Apache server. Installing the Apache server. So what is the Apache server? Apache server is nothing but a HTTP. Apache server is nothing but a HTTP. Full playbook for Ansible playbook. Simple Ansible playbook to install Apache. Install Apache on Amazon Linux. Just write the playbook. So post become as task. It's a simple example. For the simple example, Also, I already written this demonstrate systems. Shit. A simple module, we are looking for a simple modules. HTTPD module. Is that present states maybe. So Ansible built-in service, name Ansible. So okay, Absolute. Default.yml. Second guess. Well, yeah, registry Terraform. Then yeah, got it. Since first one is just Ansible playbook. So name equal to playbook, host equal to web servers, become user equal to root user, tasks, HTTPD. So ensure Apache is the latest version, ensure Apache is the running. This is just a simple, this is just a simple Ansible playbook, guys. This is the just a simple Ansible playbook. So I'm on the root, I'm on the which server, guys? Ansible server. vi httpd dot aml. What is the extension, guys? So vi httpd dot aml or Apache installations or Apache install dot aml. I just creating a aml file Apache install. Then paste the. Yeah. So this is the format, guys. Hyphen hyphen hyphen. I will tell you tomorrow what this is. So name is equal to hyphen name. So if you use the name, it is a comment, guys. It will not work it. It will not work the line. Host equal to web servers. So become user equal to root user. So which user we need to connect as a root user? We set the passwordless authentication for the root user. Tasks. I already designed, right? I already told you, right? A task in the place we have a tasks. In the task name, ensure Apache is the latest version. We need to install the Apache. M is the module. In the M module, what is the name? HTTPD. State latest. Ensure Apache is running. After installing the Apache, so we need to Apache is running on the service, which is what is the service name? HTTPD start. So this is the playbook, guys. So this is just a simple playbook. I will discuss later with you. Okay. So I write the playbook. So I write the playbook. In the playbook, Apache Apache install.app. So host equal to web server. In the web server, in the host, what is the default host file slash etc ansible 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 host. So this is the default one. So you can check the web servers. So, yeah, host equal to a web servers. We already defined in the web servers in that one. So you need to provide the IP address of the target. What is the target IP address? So target IP address is 172.31.26.120. So what is the target IP address? The target IP address is this is the target IP address. So we want to install the Apache. We want to install the Apache on the target mission. We want to install the Apache on the target mission. So let's check it. So this is the target mission, right? This is the target mission. Uh, Yeah, let's check it. RPM hyphen QA HTTP. HTTP is installed? No. System CTS status HTTP. Not found, right? Not found in the target server client mission. So let's run the playbook. How you can run the playbook? Let's run the playbook. How you can run the playbook? So how you can run the playbook? You can run the playbook. So this is the name of the playbook, host group name. So three become users, sudo or run as a different user, and tasks. These are the two tasks. So these are the two tasks. Name of the playbook, host equal to a set of hosts usually grouped together as a host group and defined in the inventory file. So become to tell Ansible this play has to be executed with evaluated privileges. So become a user, tasks, services, modules. I will tell you guys. Or no, one or is. So Ansible playbook versus Ansible play versus Ansible playbook. So Ansible playbook. So this is the Ansible playbook. How you can run the playbook, how to execute an Ansible playbook. Ansible playbook can be executed with the Ansible play command, Ansible hyphen playbook command, like you have a Ansible command execute the hawk command. So web servers. In the web servers, you provided the target. So how we can run the playbook? So what is the command Ansible hyphen playbook? So playbook name hyphen inventory file. So if you are providing the default inventory, no need to run the So if you have mentioned all the host groups in the default inventory file, then you don't have the use -i argument. This is only when you have customized the inventory file like I do. Okay, I will have that. So what is the command, guys? Ansible hyphen playbook. Ansible hyphen playbook. The playbook name. What is the playbook name? Apache install.m. Let's check. Yeah, you see, guys. Playbook. Yeah. So warning, gathering the facts. Yeah, you're able to connect to the servers via root user passwordless authentication. So task one, ensure Apache is the latest one is installed. Task two, ensure the Apache is running. Okay. So play recap. So this is the server. So OK 3 and change it to what are the changes? Install the Apache and running the Apache. Unreachable, failed, no unreachable, no failed. Okay, skip 0, this period. Here 0. The playbook is ran successfully. Let's check it on the other server. RPM-QA HTTPD. You see, guys. HTTPD is installed latest one. Before it is not installed. Systemctl status HTTP. You see, guys, active run. Before unit HTTP.services could not be found. Now it is active and running. Now it is active and running. You guys understood? So without manual intervention in the target server, if you run the playbook, it automatically install, configure, deploy. We can do it by using the configuration management tool, guys. Guys, now you understood? If you are done with this part, it is easy to today. So, passwordless authentication. You guys are not done, right? So that's the reason it took more time to install the Ansible, set the passwordless authentication. Okay, guys, understood? Yeah, guys. So the first middleware inventory.com, you can get it, the Ansible playbook, guys. So this is the today's session. So you guys watch it and practice, guys. Watch it and practice. Okay, guys, understood? Guys, understood or not?
Yes, understood.
Okay, you guys can practice it. Okay, so we'll continue from now.